Hello everyone and welcome back to Innovative Science Tutorials. So students, I am back with the remaining specimen paper that we were supposed to solve. In the previous video, we have completed the section 1 of biology specimen paper. Now today we are going to solve section 2 and section 3. So like section 1, section 2 also carries a total of 15 marks. ठीक है, section 2 में भी 15 marks allot किया है council ने. So let us start with the question number 4 of this section. That is, we have already done the first 3 questions, question number 1, 2 and 3 that were included in section 1. So that's why we are going to start off with the fourth one, that is under section number 2. So the first question under this is, explain the following terms. The first one, A, osmosis. What is osmosis? Is it option number 1, movement of water from their lower concentration to their higher concentration through a semi-permeable membrane? Or option number 2, movement of solutes from their lower concentration to their higher concentration through a semi-permeable membrane? Let us see. Option number 3, movement of water from their higher concentration to their lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. And the fourth option is movement of water from their higher concentration to their lower concentration through a freely permeable membrane. So freely permeable membrane, answer is wrong. Let us see the first one. Lower concentration to higher concentration, movement of water, again wrong. So movement of solutes, no, osmosis is not movement of solutes. So the right option here is option number 3, that is osmosis is the movement of water from their higher concentration to their lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. We are talking here about the water molecules. Okay, I hope this is clear, children. Moving on to the next one, that is number B, photolysis. So this is from the chapter photosynthesis. What is photolysis? Let us see. The options are number 1, splitting of water molecules into hydrogen ions and oxygen in the presence of light in grana. Option number 2, splitting of water molecules into hydrogen ions and oxygen in the presence of light in the stroma. This is wrong, children. This can't be correct because light phase जो होता है that doesn't take place in stroma, तो ये तो ऐसे ही out हो गया. Third one, splitting of water molecules into hydrogen ions and oxygen in the absence of light in grana. Again, in absence of light, photolysis cannot take place. It requires sunlight, isn't it? Fourth one, splitting of water molecules into hydrogen ions and oxygen in the absence of light in stroma. So this is also wrong, children. It is not possible in absence of light and in stroma. That is what, singular of stomata. This is also wrong. So the right option here is option number 1. तो हम लोग थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे समझ लेते हैं बेटा, the reaction for photolysis. Photolysis होता क्या? It is the splitting of water molecules. Let me just show you. 2H2O, okay, undergoes photolysis in presence of sunlight using the units of energy of sun, which are known as what? They are known as photons. ठीक है, इसीलिए नाम है photolysis. एक यूनिट ऑफ लाइट एनर्जी फोटोन कहलाता है. तो टोटल 4 फोटोन का एनर्जी यहाँ पे यूज होता है. ठीक है, हाउ मेनी? एनर्जी ऑफ 4 photons. Sorry, just a second, children. Photons. So it gives 4 hydrogen ions plus 4 electrons plus oxygen molecule. So this is what happens during the process or reaction of photolysis, that is the lysis or breakdown of water molecule using the energy of 4 photons from the sunlight. Okay, that is being trapped by the chlorophyll of the chloroplast. Now we can move on to the next question, that is question number C. I hope that is clear, children. Now question number C is from the chapter genetics. Law of segregation. So let us see that which is the correct definition for this law. Which one correctly explains this law? Option number 1, the two members of a pair of factors join during the formation of gametes. Let's see. Option number 2, the two members of a pair of factors separate during the formation of gametes. Option number 3, the two chromosomes of a pair of factors separate during the formation of गैमेट्स. ये तो बिल्कुल गलत है बेटा, क्योंकि क्रोमोसोम्स तो सेपरेट नहीं होते हैं. सो दिस इज तो कंप्लीटली रॉन्ग. नाउ लेट अस सी द फोर्थ ऑप्शन, दैट इज द टू मेंबर्स ऑफ अ पेयर ऑफ फैक्टर्स सेपरेट ड्यूरिंग द प्रोसेस ऑफ जर्मिनेशन. अब जर्मिनेशन यहाँ पे कहाँ से आ गया? सेग्रीगेशन है. तो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन, द टू मेंबर्स ऑफ अ पेयर ऑफ फैक्टर्स दे जॉइन. नो, दे डोंट जॉइन. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग. द राइट ऑप्शन हियर इज ऑप्शन नंबर 2. द लॉ segregation states that the two members of a pair of factors separate during the formation of gametes. So now we can move on to the next question, that is number D, guttation. So your options are option number 1, the loss of water in the form of water droplets from the surface of leaf. No, this is wrong beta, it is not from the surface of leaf. So option 1 is wrong. Option number 2, the loss of water in the form of water droplets through stomata. This is also wrong. Number 3, the loss of water in the form of water vapor along the leaf margin. Yes, this is right. But let us see the fourth option also. This is somewhat right. Let us see. Option number 4, the loose, actually it means loss only, the loss of water in the form of water droplets along the leaf margin. So which one is correct now? 3 or 4? Obviously number 4 children, क्योंकि guttation is the loss of water in the form of water droplets, not water vapor. Okay, I tried to confuse you. So I hope now you will remember the loss of water in the form of water droplets along the leaf margins. यहाँ पे एक और क्वेश्चन का आंसर बता देते हैं. उन स्ट्रक्चर्स या पोर्स को क्या बोलते हैं बेटा, जिससे गटेशन होता है, उनको हम लोग बोलते हैं हाइडाथोर्स. ठीक है, हाइडाथोर्स बोलते हैं. These are the small pores present on the margin of the leaves, such as the leaves of the plant, such as banana, nasturtium, etc. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. दैट इज क्वेश्चन नंबर ई, एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट. सो which one out of the four best defines or explains what is active transport? Let us see the first option, passage of water from its lower to higher concentration through a cell membrane without any expenditure of energy. Wrong. Energy is involved here. It is required here. Option number 2, passage of ions from its lower to higher concentration through a cell membrane without any expenditure of energy. Again wrong. Number 3, passage of water from its lower to higher concentration through a cell membrane using energy from the cell. Let us see the fourth option also, passage of ions from its lower to higher concentration through a cell membrane using energy from the cell. So passage of ions, exactly, passage of ions, not of water molecules. We are not talking about osmosis, we are talking about active transport here. इसीलिए मैं बोलती हूँ ऑप्शंस को एकदम अच्छे से पढ़ना है. अगर एक्साइटेड होके, ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट होके आप ये वाला टिक कर दोगे तो क्या होगा, रॉन्ग हो जाएगा. क्योंकि एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट किसके बारे में है? आयंस के बारे में है बेटा. ठीक है, वाटर के बारे में नहीं है. So let us move on to the next one, that is question number 5. State the exact location of the following. The first one is spindle fibers. So where are the spindle fibers exactly located? Your options are number 1, between the two centrioles. Number 2, between the two centrosome. Number 3, between chromatin and centromere. Number 4, between two centromeres. Students, the right option here is option number 1, that is between the two centrioles. So the next question is question number B, root hair. Options are extension of the cortex, extension of epithelium, extension of epidermis, or option number 4, extension of endodermis. So the right answer here is option number 3, that is epidermis. Moving ahead to the question number C, that is stomata, and options are stomata are more on the upper surface of a dorsiventral leaf. No children, it's wrong. Option number 2, more on the lower surface of the dorsiventral leaves. Let us see. Number 3, both upper and lower surface of the dorsiventral leaves. Option number 4, none of the above. So this is wrong, this is wrong. The correct one is option number 2, that is stomata are more on the lower और dorsal surface of the dorsiventral leaves. ठीक है, lower surface को ही हम लोग dorsal surface भी बोलते हैं. Now moving on to number D, thylakoids. Options are number 1, in the inner membrane of the chloroplast. Option 2, wall of the chloroplast. Option 3, in the chlorophyll. Option 4, in the stroma of chloroplast. So the correct answer here is inner membrane of the chloroplast. Thylakoids are located in the inner membrane of the chloroplast. Now moving on to the E number, children, that is palisade parenchyma. Where are the palisade parenchyma located inside a leaf? So let us see. The first option says between the upper and lower epidermis of dicot leaves. Wrong. Option number 2, between the upper epidermis and spongy parenchyma of the dicot leaves. Let us see. Option number 3, between the lower epidermis and spongy parenchyma of dicot leaves. Wrong. Option number 4, between the upper epidermis and lower epidermis of monocot leaves. No beta, this is also wrong. So the right option here is upper epidermis, between upper epidermis and spongy parenchyma of dicot leaves. So little bit I will show you. So suppose this is the cuticle, next we have the epidermal layer. I am showing you the upper surface of the leaf, only the upper surface, children. So these are what? These are the epidermal cells. ठीक है, अपर एपिडर्मिस के एपिडर्मल सेल्स है ये, और इन्हीं के जस्ट नीचे होता है नेक्स्ट लेयर पेलिसेड मेसोफिल सेल्स का. ओके, पेलिसेड मेसोफिल सेल्स, दे आर लॉन्गिट्यूडनल. यू कैन सी, आई एम क्लियरली शोइंग यू इन द डायग्राम. And they have lots of chloroplast, children. Lots of chloroplast are present there. Let me just show you. एक में दिखा देती हूँ, एक दो में आप समझ जाओगे. बहुत ज्यादा क्लोरोप्लास्ट होता है. एंड जस्ट आफ्टर दिस लेयर बेटा देयर इज अनदर लेयर ऑफ सेल्स नोन एज स्पॉन्जी मेसोफिल सेल्स. ठीक है, बहुत ज्यादा रेगुलर शेप नहीं होता है इनका. एंड देयर इज लॉट ऑफ इंटरसेलुलर स्पेसेस बिटवीन देम. आई एम नॉट ड्रॉइंग द एंटायर थिंग. सो इफ दीज आर द स्पॉन्जी मेसोफिल सेल्स, okay, then these are what? These are the palisade mesophyll cells. This is the upper epidermis and the top one is your cuticle of the leaf. Okay, I hope this is clear, children. अब आप लोगों को याद रहेगा palisade mesophyll layer जो है, जो कि palisade parenchyma cells का बना होता है, it is located between the upper epidermis and spongy parenchyma. These cells, children, these are the spongy parenchyma, very soft in nature. So and they have lot of intercellular, इन cells के बीच में बहुत सारा intercellular spaces होता है बेटा. You must have studied. Okay, so ये हो गया correct answer, that is option number 2. आगे बढ़ते हैं हम लोग. Let us move on to the question number 6, which is about like state the function of the following. So here we have to state the function of the given structure. So number A, stroma. And the options are site of photolysis of photosynthesis. Second, site of photochemical phase of photosynthesis. Both are wrong, beta. Third, site of light dependent phase of photosynthesis. This is also wrong because stroma में light independent phase होता है. So let us see the fourth point. That is the right option actually, because rest three are wrong. Site of light independent phase of photosynthesis. Yes, absolutely right answer. Now moving on to the next one, that is number B, guard cells. Options are option number 1, regulate the closing of stomata. Number 2, regulate the opening and closing of stomata. Number 3, regulate the opening of stomata. Number 4, regulate the process of photosynthesis. This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. The right option here is option number 2. Guard cells, they regulate both opening as well as closing of the stomata. Now moving ahead, children, to number C, that is xylem. Options are number 1, xylem, what function do they perform? Number 1, translocation of food from leaves to the other parts of plant. No, this is wrong. second conduction of food, third conduction of water and food, fourth conduction of water and minerals from the roots to the other parts of the plant. So this is the right one, children. That is option number 4, conduction of water and minerals from roots to the other parts of the plant. Remaining rest of the 3 options are absolutely wrong. Okay, now moving ahead to number D, that is chromosomes. So what is the function of chromosomes? Options are number 1, chromosomes are the carriers of heredity. Second, the controlling center of the cell. No, this is wrong. Nucleus is the controlling center of the cell. All of us know that. Third, the site for various chemical reactions. No, this is cytoplasm. Fourth, intracellular digestion. नहीं, ये तो लाइसोसोम में होता है. So the right answer here is the carriers of heredity. Now moving on to the next one, that is question number E, hydathode. Options are number 1, helps in transpiration. Number 2, helps in guttation. Number 3, helps in imbibition. Number 4, helps in transportation of water. Beta, the right option here is guttation. That is helps in guttation. Option number 2, I already taught you just before some time. So let us not waste time, children, and move on to section 3, that is carrying 10 marks. There are 2 questions, that is question number 7 and 8, each having 5 sub questions. So we are this section is actually structured application question. जो normal ICSE पेपर होता है बायोलॉजी का बेटा, उसमें सेक्शन 1 और सेक्शन 2, सेक्शन 1 ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप होता है और जो सेक्शन 2 होता है वो होता है स्ट्रक्चर्ड एप्लीकेशन क्वेश्चंस का, isn't it? So the council somehow it had tried to maintain that, okay, that part of the paper, that is the structured application, and they have given 2 questions, diagram based questions. Okay, so let us see the first one, that is question number 7. Given below is a diagram representing a stage during mitotic cell division, that means mitosis. Answer the questions that follow. So let us see. So this is the diagram, children. Now identify the stage. Options are telophase, prophase, metaphase and anaphase. So from this diagram, first of all, what we can conclude, children? Just look at the diagram carefully. You will be able to answer by yourself in the comment box. इससे पहले कि हम answer दें. Children, first of all, we can see that there are distinct chromosomes, isn't it? Chromosomes are clearly visible. So in short, I am writing chromosomes are distinct over here. Okay, chromosomes are distinct. Next what, children? You can see the nuclear membrane. I am writing in short, nuclear membrane is disappearing. ठीक है, disappear हो रहा है. And nucleolus has already disappeared. Nucleolus जो है वो already disappeared हो चुका है. Nucleolus disappeared. Next what you can see, beta? Next you can see that there is appearance of the spindle fibers. ये जो fibers आपको दिख रहे हैं ना, these are the spindle fibers. So all these features are of which stage? These features are of the prophase stage. और अगर बहुत ज़्यादा specifically मैं बताऊं, यहाँ ऑप्शन में दिया तो नहीं है, late prophase. Okay, so let us move on to the next part of this question, that is question number 7b. Label part marked X. So let me see, where is part X? Here is part X. So this part है ना, so this is your chromosome, 1 chromosome, and this region they have indicated. They are asking what it is, children. What is this part known as? You have got 4 options. Number 1, centriole. Number 2, centrosome. Number 3, centromere. And number 4, chromatid. Obviously, it is centromere. So, the point of attachment of 2 sister chromatids. So, suppose these are the 2 sister chromatids. They remain attached to each other by means of a point, a knot, a joint, that is known as centromere. Now let's move on to the next one, that is number C. Name the stage that follows the one shown here. So here it is shown prophase. Prophase को कौन सा stage follow करता है mitosis में? Let us see. Your options are interphase, anaphase, telophase and metaphase. So metaphase is the right option here. Now question number D. What is the diploid number of chromosomes shown in the diagram? Children, please note it down. It is saying diploid. Diploid means the chromosome that is containing two sister chromatids. So how many are there? Let us see. 1 chromosome, 2 chromosome, 3 chromosome and 4 chromosomes. So a total of 4 diploid chromosomes. That means the correct option here is option number 3. Now question number E. Mention one important feature of this stage. So 4 features are given. We have to select the right one. Number 1, nucleolus reappears. Wrong. Number 2, nuclear membrane reappears. Wrong. Number 3, nuclear membrane disappears. Correct. Let me see the 4th one also. Chromosomes align on the equator. Wrong. This is the feature of metaphase. So the right option here is option number 3. Nuclear membrane disappears. Now the last question of the paper beta, that is question number 8. Now observe the diagram given below and answer the question. So you have got a diagram here, and first question, you have to identify the cell organelle that is shown in this diagram. Your options are number 1 mitochondria, number 2 lysosome, number 3 ribosome and number 4 chloroplast. So the right answer is chloroplast. You can see that this is a double membrane structure inside which the various parts of the chloroplast are present. So let me take you to the next question. Label the parts marked as A, B and C. So let me see what is A. A is stroma, children. Okay, number A is stroma, that is the ground fluid of the chloroplast. So A, this one, correct option is number 2, stroma. Now number B, let me see. Number B, this stack, okay, this bundle of the thylakoids, that is your granum, 1 granum. So number B, right option is granum. Now number C, let me see what they have marked. Yes, they have marked 1 thylakoid, okay. So C, right option here is C, thylakoid, that is 4th one. So this is finished. Now question number C. The unit of light absorbed by the chlorophyll is what? Is it option number 1 proton, 2 photon, 3 electron or number 4 neutron? Obviously it's photon, unit of energy. Okay, so with this we conclude the paper. Okay, so hope you all will do very well in the upcoming semester 1 examinations. Already I have given you one tip in the previous video. I am repeating, children, there is no shortcut to success. If you want to score good marks, then you need to work hard, not very hard. You need to just read your chapters of all the subjects thoroughly. You need to practice the numericals, you need to solve the mathematics problems. That's it, nothing else. Do the self-study. No need to chase one or the other teacher or YouTuber. It is you who will do it. This is my belief, and definitely you will do it. So please, in case you have doubt anywhere, okay, you can ask me in the comment box. So see you all very soon with the next video. Okay, till then stay tuned and prepare very nicely for your exams. All the best. Thank you.